Good day, everybody. Rob here with WesternPacificWeather.com. It is the 14th of April, 2011, and right around 1400 India or 05 Zulu for those of you there worldwide. And we're going to continue to look at the weather out here in the Western Pacific. Then I'll look down in Australia, kind of go over the earthquakes for today, since there really hasn't been too much seismic activity in the last 24 hours here. So just basically starting out here in the Westpac, as already noted yesterday, still have a lot of negative vorticity throughout much of the region here, with downward vertical motion, and this Westpac high dominating the weather out here from Okinawa out toward Guam. We got basically partly cloudy to clear skies. Much of Honshu's having a beautiful day today. Actually, I went up and saw some of the cherry blossom festivals today, and absolutely beautiful stuff out here in the Kanto Plain. So just a great day to get out and do stuff today, with basically all the way from the Philippines all the way up to Korea and Honshu, and even up towards Hokkaido. Just beautiful day all around today. But looking out into the next 24 to 48 hours, we're going to start to see a low pressure come out of Manchuria here and basically move over Hokkaido and end up in the Sea of O. But the ending result with the trough of low pressure coming off that cold front is going to change the weather here for much of Taiwan, Okinawa, and much of Honshu over the next 72 hours that drifts off. So let's go out into basically on the 16th, so 48 hours after this. And showing the 16th at 12Z here, you have the center of that low over the Sea of Ashtok with an extending cold front off of here. Now this cold front really going to bring too much precipitation to the east coast of Honshu and the tsunami-stricken areas here. It's really just going to affect the west side as it rains over the Japanese Alps. But the ending result is going to be actually a stationary front forming off between an area of high pressure up here and the Westpac high that's dominating down right in here. So you're going to have that trough of low pressure in the middle, and a Taiwan low is going to start to develop up right in here in the East Sea and drift off towards the northeast. Now the reason why I bring that up is you're going to have increased precipitation here in Okinawa, but also the tsunami stricken is going to see some precipitation here on the 17th that moves up this way with northeasterly winds, which could spell bad news as far as radiation fallout for much of the Kanto Plain out and through this area. Not really expecting too much of a higher radiation, but above background radiation is going to increase with these northeasterly winds as this low pressure develops up here. And showing basically the afternoon of the 18th here as that low is kind of spinning off the coast of Honshu here, you're going to have those northeasterly winds coming down towards the Kanto Plain, also creating a high amount of precipitation here with an extending cold front going all the way down towards the Philippines. So you could see some increase in precipitation here in Luzon, and also a minor cold surge could also come in effect here as you have this high pressure moving over China. So basically all this weather is connected over the next 6 hours. You have that low eventually going up to Hokkaido, and then you have the event area stationary front extending off of that, and this develops up, bringing that precipitation to Honshu, those northeasterly winds increasing that radiation fallout down towards the south. Like I said, nothing really to worry about, but just one thing, if you are one of those people who are running around here with those Geiger meters, you will see a slight increase on the 18th here with those northeasterly winds, and also the extending precipitation down towards Taiwan, and even Hong Kong going to see an increase in precipitation off this low. So definitely still the transition season. You occasionally have these areas of low pressures increasing up the precip here. But as far as any tropical activity, it still is April out here, and we are fairly quiet. We did have an invest area here just north of Palau that we're watching, but where you want to actually look down right now is down here in the southern hemisphere. You have this large area of convection here, a poor area by JTWC, also invest 93 Papa, and another poor area here just off the Western Territory 92 Sierra. I'm really expecting a development out of that. But the one I do want to watch here is this large, mass amount of convection here north of Palau and over the Solomon Islands. Going to continue to watch that. Now, some of the models picking up, showing a GFS here right now, is this low moving down towards the south over New Caledonia and developing up very slightly down here. And this is showing the afternoon of the 16th right in here. There's the chance that that poor area can drift off towards the southeast with these overall ground winds actually showing here on the satellite imagery overlaid with these winds. In the upper levels basically from 300 to 600 millibars up in here. So as that kind of gets wrapped up, it could drift off towards the southeast. Increased precipitation up over us or New Zealand, but this really isn't going to be anything too intense. Nothing more than most of these lows that are developing down here. Actually have a 960 millibar low down around 30 degrees latitude down there. So nothing more intense than that, obvious. But of course, I still think it deserves to be watched down there. So just continuing to watch those invest areas. Also watch these lows up develop up here in the Western Pacific over the next several days. But otherwise, I have no other information here. Thank you for all watching here. I know it's a general synopsis of what's going on out there. If you have any, get a point in detail on what's here, I'll actually look at the front page of WesternPacific.com. I have a couple of scripts on the side there that can show you your daily forecast for your local location. Also a search box right in there, so just check that out. Also posting this update at storm2k.org. Plenty of great weather information going on up there. A lot of updates coming out of the Sendai, or the Fukushima and tsunami-stricken areas up here along eastern Honshu as well. So thanks again for listening. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can always post them here at westernpacificweather.com or on the YouTube channel. All up for new suggestions and informations as usual. so please go ahead and post them. And thanks again. So everybody have a great day out there, and have another update tomorrow. Bye.